I've learned as a teenager is, regardless of what you do, people are going to judge you. And what I've learned at Maui Prep is, regardless of what teachers assign, students are going to complain. Because of this, I've learned to not take criticism from others too seriously. One of my close friends who's in the Marines constantly tells me, Chantal, you're younger than me, but you've already accomplished so much more. I know that he's referring to me delivering a TED Talk, walking across fire, and receiving over $90,000 to attend HPU, and that's just this year. One thing he doesn't know is that regardless of what I have accomplished and what I will accomplish, I will never be fulfilled if I continue to chase accomplishment after accomplishment and never stopping to find the valuable golden moments. A common theme that I've found in Maui Prep students is that we do things for our resume, so colleges are more impressed with us, and because of this, we seldom find passion in the things that we do. Over the course of this past year, as cliche as it sounds, I've spent a lot of time finding the core values and building myself. I've become more conscious of my surroundings and relationships. One relationship in particular that I've been more conscious of is that with my father. For those who don't know, my dad has been a single parent for little over 11 years now. As a typical teenager, I'm fat, lazy, and complain a lot. My subconscious has worked it into a habit to take advantage of all the things that my dad does for me. This year, I made it a point to show my dad my gratitude for him, or at least I think I have. He has taken me all across the world, from sailing in the North Sea off the coast of Belgium, to petting deer in Nara Park in Japan, to the beautiful castles of Mont Saint-Michel in France, and my home country in Thailand. I didn't know it when I was traveling, but it was moments with my dad where I found fulfillment. The moments that count the most to me aren't the moments where I get a good grade on a final exam, but the moments that I spend with people who I care about and care about me. It's the moments of intimacy within relationships where I feel safe, trust, and fulfillment. Another relationship that I've cultivated this year is with JJ. I spent my first year of high school with him, and now I'm spending my last year of high school with him, which is something that I never would have imagined. Regardless, I would not have made it any other way. JJ, it has never been my intention to cause you heartbreak, and it still isn't. Thank you for being my best friend for these past 6 months, and thank you for all the things that you've done for me. You've been my main source of happiness this year, and I can only hope that your future is the best it may be. Jamie, regardless of the emotional hardships we've encountered, you've continued to serve as a great inspiration to me, and I can't wait to see what journey life takes you on. I think my biggest fear in college is not going to school with my best friend for the first time in 7 years. But regardless of what university we end up at, we will forever be Sacred Heart boys. Johanna and Rebecca, thank you so much for being my right hand this year when it came to yearbook. I hope that you are just as proud of your leadership as I am. What I've learned at Maui Prep the past 4 years is that I am sure do not have any regrets doing sports, joining clubs, taking the role as a yearbook editor, or overall being involved. Being involved with my community is the best decision that I made while attending Maui Prep. However, what I do regret is believing that being achievement-oriented will make me happy. People who see me as someone who is goal-oriented, but that is not how I want to be defined. If I were to go back to change things, I would build more intimate relationships with my classmates, teachers, and family members, but I can't do that. I urge all of you to not make the same mistakes as I did and find the importance in finding fulfillment through more than just achieving things for your college resume. If you do decide to revolve your life around your college resume, though, you might as well find passion in what you're doing because that's where you are investing your time. Your biggest judge is yourself because you know yourself best. Don't let what someone else thinks of you define who you are. Thank you.